All right. Bitcoin has seen some incredible adoption over the last 6 to 12 months. But why hasn't the price gone up? Bitcoin adoption has exploded in the last 6 to 12 months. Why hasn't the price exploded to match? Now, you may be saying to yourself, adoption? Austin, what adoption? My parents don't know what Bitcoin is. My friends, they don't care what Bitcoin is. What adoption are you talking about? I'm talking about Bitcoin adoption. We've seen it. In the last 6 months, we've seen Google legitimize Bitcoin by adding the Bitcoin symbol on the Google keyboard. The Bitcoin symbol now ranks equally up against the other major currency symbols of the world. We've seen Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter and the Cash App, come out publicly saying that support on the Cash App of Bitcoin's Lightning Network is not a question of if, but when. I know what you're saying. You're saying Google adding a Bitcoin symbol, the Cash App adding an extra button, is that adoption? Well, what about the New York Stock Exchange's parent company ICE upcoming launch of Bakkt? Bakkt being a platform that's going to require physically backed Bitcoin futures. What about a little worldwide company called Fidelity announcing that this month in 2019, they will be launching Bitcoin custody service? What about Nasdaq announcing that they will be launching Bitcoin and Ethereum indices? And you know what? Whether you like it or not, what about Facebook and JP Morgan? Both announcing that they're getting into cryptocurrency, announcing that they see a future, they find value in what cryptocurrency has to offer. That's the adoption I'm talking about. But that's going to bring me back to my initial question. The adoption of Bitcoin has seen an explosion in the last 6 to 12 months. So why hasn't the price exploded to match? For the majority of today's video, I do want to update you on NRG. NRG coin very recently just got added on a major exchange. NRG's now on KuCoin. KuCoin exchange is definitely one of the most respected exchanges in the space. NRG coin's a coin to put on your radar. Besides the KuCoin listing, a lot of you like NRG, a lot of you are invested in NRG. I want to give you an update on exactly what the NRG team has been completing. Some pretty big stuff. But first, let's answer the big question. When moon? When moon? I'm not a financial advisor. I can't see the future. But the fact is, despite Bitcoin bottoming around 85% down from its all-time highs, despite how far down we've gone, we might have further down to go. With Bitcoin down near 85% from its all-time highs, that's good enough for me. I'm accumulating. But the truth is that institutional money, they're not that excited to invest in an emerging asset with low liquidity that may drop 20 to 30% the day after they invest, that may drop lower. And in my opinion, the next bull market, the next bull run, has the potential to be really incredible. Because this time it's not going to be the retail investors, the people like you, like me, that are FOMOing in. This time it's going to be the institutional money that are going to be the ones that are driving the price up. The truth is, and I get it, they would rather be 1 month late to the party than even just 1 day early to the party. They would rather come in on a market that's clearly on its way up than come in on a market that might have further down to go. That's the institutional investors. So my point is, I guess, all we can do is wait and accumulate. So, wait, what did I just say? When are the institutional investors going to enter the space? The two things that I think most retail investors are looking for right now is one, regulatory approval. There's not a lot of institutions that are trying to race into Bitcoin right now when there's still some unknowns about regulatory approval. And last but not least, the majority of investors are waiting until the Bitcoin price crosses the 200-day moving average again. Let's zoom in a little bit. This is that 200 moving average, and as far as when we're going to cross that moving average, we have a hell of a lot of resistance to get through. So we might be trading sideways for the next 6 to 12 months. We might be trading sideways for the next 6 to 12 months. Let me know what you think in the comments. What is keeping the price of Bitcoin from moving up? All right, let's talk about NRG. And stick around to the very end of today's video, and I want to show you one more country that's getting into cryptocurrency. Argentina is partnering with Binance. That's not a joke. Argentina is partnering with Binance, is going to be investing a lot into cryptocurrency. This is the first channel to break this news. But first, let's talk about NRG. I want to thank them for sponsoring this portion of the video. I know a lot of you are invested in NRG. Quick recap, what is NRG token? NRG is a scalable, self-funding cryptocurrency with the goal of becoming one of the world's leading crypto platforms. Well, what differentiates NRG? How is it different than other cryptocurrencies? When NRG first got started, it had what was known as a fair launch, meaning that there was no ICO, there was no pre-mine, fair launch. And NRG is aiming to be the cryptocurrency designed to employ 1 million people. That's what differentiates NRG from others. They have one of the largest treasuries in the space, meaning that they have more money to advertise, have more money to pay their developers, and that's what they're banking on to reach that mass adoption. That's NRG. Now, NRG just completed a major milestone on their roadmap. Before we get to that, and that's probably a big reason why their price is pumping so hard, people are excited. Let's check this out. This is the video I found on their YouTube page. They just released it. Take a look at this, then I want to clue you in on that update.
Evolution is behind all great achievements. It has allowed us to go from ideas to space. It has empowered us to turn our dreams into reality. Today, distributed ledger technology is the most significant phenomenon in the evolution of the digital world. It is the future.
NRG is the first cryptocurrency that brings together some of the most powerful ideas in cryptocurrency.
The vision beyond just the technical infrastructure.
We're talking about something that's expansionary at its core, and this goes beyond common features such as improving on transaction speed, mass scalability, low fees. NRG has all of these, but the truly game-changing proposition here is NRG's decentralized governance and treasury system. And that's a system that not only makes NRG self-sustaining, but is also a self-reinforcing phenomenon. That's the evolution of cryptocurrency.
Essentially is a healthy growth snowball effect. As awareness increases, so does its treasury economic power, and so does adoption fueled by it.
An organization to be self-funding, to be able to propel itself, to pay its developers, to pay its team, and to do so in an accelerating way, where every dollar you invest in the organization yields to a dollar of greater growth. It's a positive feedback loop. The development, the marketing, the operations, the expansion, a self-funded treasury that's well-directed is an incredibly powerful machine. You're creating no longer just a cryptocurrency, but a living, breathing organization, something that can be as powerful as world governments.
I like it. I like the ending. Now, to give props where props are due, NRG did just get listed on KuCoin. What's the significance for a KuCoin listing? It means that they're definitely going to have way more liquidity, which is the big green flag. If you have a KuCoin account, let me know if you found them on there. As far as the update goes, this just happened. NRG has successfully transitioned from proof of work to proof of stake. That makes me happy when altcoins are completing their roadmap on time/early. The question for you, what is the significance from transitioning from proof of work to proof of stake? I found this article on Medium. I'm going to be linking all these articles down below. Check them out for yourself. But the three biggest benefits for using a proof of stake consensus model. Number one is energy efficient. Think you know this? Proof of stake avoids using all of those tremendous amounts of energy that proof of work coins are forced to use, which is bad for the environment. Proof of stake is that solution. Energy efficient is one. Number two, now that NRG has transitioned to proof of stake, that's going to be a huge reduction on their centralization risks. When your coin is proof of work, just like Bitcoin's proof of work, we saw this in the hash wars, right? There's pockets, Bitcoin does in the mining pools have pockets of centralization. Proof of stake helps to reduce those centralization risks. The problem is that mining is currently dominated by industrial-sized mining pools that continually gain larger influence over the hash rate compared to smaller mining pools. Proof of stake aims to reduce mining centralization. That's the number two benefit, and the number three benefit is flexible design. It gives average people like you and me more incentives and more opportunities to make money by staking the coin. So proof of stake opens incentivized opportunities to many users, and not just for miners and not just for Masternode holders. So with this transition, you're now able to stake your coins. And something cool about NRG is the minimum number of coins that you need if you want to start staking, which you can do right now. The minimum number of coins is 1. So if you want to start staking, right now it's going to cost you $1.24. Probably a few days ago it cost you less than $1. But either way, whether you have 1 coin or 1,000 coins or 1,000,000 coins, you can start staking. Well, if you had 10,000 coins, you could start a Masternode. But even if you just have 1 coin, you can stake. This Medium article explains NRG staking and how to calculate the rewards if you choose to stake. If we scroll down here, this chart came out in January, so the figures have changed a little. But as of January, if you wanted to stake Quantum, you get 5% returns yearly, return on your investment. Neo, 4% return on your investment. NRG, you would have got 120% return on your investment. Keep in mind, these numbers ebb and flow. NRG, you get a lot more return on your investment because it's newer. A newer coin has more risk. It definitely has more reward. But NRG has been doing very well. If you would have been staking your coins, or if you are, then you're doing very well at the moment. This is another thing that's always been a big differentiator for NRG. Back when NRG was a mineable coin, it was one of the most profitable coins to mine. As of right now, it's one of the most profitable coins to stake as well. The estimated monthly return is currently about 6%. So at the moment, you'll make a 6% return on your investment per month. Not too shabby. But keep in mind, this will decrease over time as more NRG coins are staked. But still, 6% not bad. I've talked to some of you in the comments. I know a common question is, what's the difference between staking your coins and having a Masternode? With NRG, you can have a Masternode as well. You can find all Masternodes listed on masternodes.online. They give you the live stats on return on investment for Masternodes, Masternode activity. But if you want to hold a Masternode, you need 10,000 NRG tokens as collateral. Right now, you get about a 9% monthly return on NRG. So if you choose to stake, right now that's about 6%. If you want to hold a Masternode, right now that's about 9%. It's up to you. Keep in mind, these stats, they ebb and they flow along with the market. As more Masternodes come online, these things are subject to change. But let's check out some of these stats. Return on investment annually for Masternodes, over 113%. There's about 460 active Masternodes. And right now, 1 Masternode is worth about 3 Bitcoin. Very cool to see these stats. So if you want a Masternode, it'll cost you 10,000 coins. If you want to stake your coins, it's only going to cost you 1 NRG coin. And last but not least, before we get to this update, how Argentina, the country or the government of Argentina, is partnering with Binance. Before we get to that, one last update on NRG. And please let me know in the comments. I know some of you are invested. Let me know what you think. One other differentiator for NRG, which I found significant, which no other cryptocurrency has, is NRG has something called Energy Bureau of Investigations, EBI. What does EBI do? Their purpose is to protect their user base from hackers, scammers, and other bad actors in the space. So they're a security team that specifically is designed to protect NRG. This is a tweet from their founder, TommyWorldPower. I appreciate any updates I can find. And he says, virtually no cryptocurrency before NRG has had an investigative team or task force to protect its user base. So this is very cool and very different. More information on this can be found right here. So it's a task force that serves to protect against hackers and just bad people in the space. So scammers and hackers, huge problem in the space. So they catch over 50% of the criminals that are reported to them. Not bad, I guess, considering that no other cryptocurrency catches any. They don't have a task force. So I guess point is, NRG is the only cryptocurrency in the space that I know that has a team of professional cybersecurity experts defending the project and the community members. I like that. All these links are down below. Let me know what you think. Last piece of news, Argentina, government to co-invest in local blockchain projects backed by Binance. So Argentina is bullish on cryptocurrency. The government of Argentina has agreed to co-invest in blockchain projects that are backed by Binance Labs and Latin American crypto exchange LATAMX, which is a press release which just came out. Altcoin Daily being the first channel to drop this info. We've never seen this before. Binance Labs, we all know Binance, has recently chosen Argentina's capital, Buenos Aires, as the Latin American hub for the next season of Binance Labs' incubation program. So the Binance incubation program is happening in Argentina. That by itself, I mean, they could do it anywhere. That's not big news. The big news is that following this decision, the country's Ministry of Production and Labor has signed an agreement with Binance committing to match investments of up to $50,000 in each project. According to the release, the Argentinian government will fund up to 10 blockchain projects each year over a 4-year term. Very interesting. Honestly, Binance does not need the help financially. Binance probably has more money than Argentina, based on how well they've been doing in the last 6 months. But I guess this just shows that Argentina, the government of Argentina, wants to get in on the ground floor for these cryptocurrency projects. Very cool. What this does for me, it puts my eyes on Argentina. It's going to be very interesting to see how the Argentina government talks about Bitcoin and crypto this next year. Really interesting stuff. All right, guys. And if I haven't mentioned already, welcome back to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.